Nebraska is on the precipice of landing a big time commitment in the class of 2026. So in today's video, I'm going to go over who this recruit is, what he brings to the table, why is he interested in the Huskers, and when can we expect an announcement. So really quick, we have a huge recruiting update for today. Make sure to hit that like button if you're fired up. I know I am. And hey, if you're new to the channel or just a returning viewer, make sure to subscribe. I post daily Nebraska football content. Nobody else on Husker YouTube does this, so make sure to subscribe. You will not regret it. But without further ado, let's get into it, going over Nebraska recruiting and a prospect that looks like he is very close to committing. He goes by the name of Matt Ludwig, four-star athlete coming out of Montana, the number one player in that state. He's listed at 6'4", 240 pounds. And you look at the offer list from this kid: Michigan, Georgia, Penn State. Let me ask you this. How many players from Montana have an offer list as impressive as that? He is a very good prospect. Now, he plays tight end / wide receiver. He also plays linebacker. Nebraska is mostly recruiting him to play on the offensive side of the football, but he recently said in an interview that he can play on defense as well. So talking about him more as a player, what can we expect if he were to commit to the Huskers? Well, right off the bat, he's a dynamic athlete. Yeah, he's listed at 6'4", but watching him on film, he has really good speed, really good explosiveness, good hands like you'd expect, good route running, has an ability to play all over the field, to play wide receiver, to play in the slot, to play tight end. Again, I mentioned he can play linebacker as well at the next level, so super dynamic coming out of Montana. He's doing it all for his high school team right now. And you know who he reminds me of? Matt Ludwig. He reminds me of Carter Nelson. Very, very similar prospect, super athletically gifted, and just has a very, very high ceiling. So really got a guy who's an instant impact player. You don't see too many guys coming out of Montana who are this highly touted. Should be noted, he also plays quarterback for his high school squad, so he does it all. And Matt Ludwig recently visited Nebraska for the Northern Iowa game, and man, oh man, he was impressed. He saw the light show. He saw the big victory. He met with Matt Rhule and the coaching staff. And after that visit, he received a VIP crystal ball from Steve Wiltfong of On3 Sports to commit to Nebraska. This is a huge development because Matt Ludwig is arguably the most sought-after player in this recruiting class for Nebraska in 2026. So why is he interested in Nebraska? Well, a couple things. Just like that, like I just mentioned, he loved his visit, just loved watching the team in action. He believes that Memorial Stadium, the fan base, is different than any other school he's been to. Number two, he believes in the coaching staff, the fact that they're going to develop him at a high level. He truly believes that Matt Rhule is bringing Nebraska back. And then in that same grain, number three, that tight-knit connection. Matt Rhule is really good at building these connections with the recruits. He feels like he's wanted at Nebraska. For that reason, the crystal ball rolled in. We'll see what happens with Matt Ludwig. Again, this guy is a big-time recruit. Everybody in the country wants him. Very rarely do we see prospects like this who have offers from Georgia, offers from Bama, offers from Michigan, who are coming out of states like Montana. That's why Carter Nelson was such a rarity last year's class, because he was a Western Nebraska kid and he had offers from Georgia. Matt Ludwig is in that exact same grain. So if you love Carter Nelson, we might be getting it once again here in Ludwig. So watch out for this guy. I mentioned him in my live stream last week that he was coming on a visit, and I wouldn't be surprised if he committed. Pat myself on the back. Things are trending in Nebraska's direction. Now, he might take a couple other visits this fall. Michigan, I know, is potentially a place that he could go. He could also visit a school like Georgia. We will see. But as of right now, Nebraska is the betting favorite to land him, and we better hope we do. We still don't have a 2026 commit in this class. A lot of other schools do, so hopefully we can get a guy like Matt Ludwig and get the ball rolling. So let me know down below. Do you want a prospect like this? Things are rolling for the Huskers in a good direction, so let me know down below. Are you excited about potentially landing him? And hey, if you made this far in the video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. And as always, folks, go Big Red, go Matt Rhule, and see you in the next one.